basketball fans, welcome back. So the BAL just kicked off, and the first game of the season, FUS Rabat versus Petro de Luanda, this game was actually quite weird and also entertaining. And FUS Rabat just came out the upset, 82-73. So before this game, I had picked Petro de Luanda, and I was banking on the experience, and I was banking on the fact that this is a team that has been in every single BAL, and they had all the experience under their belt. But when you look at the FUS Rabat team, this was their first time in the BAL. So I just said, you know what, they're just going to get, that welcome to the BAL moment by Petro de Luanda. But boy, was I wrong. Because at tip-off, FUS Rabat just went to the show, and they were looking like that experienced team that has been there and done that in the BAL. And they did some serious damage to Petro de Luanda, especially when it came to scoring from the three ball. They didn't score that much from three, but they hit the key shots, because from downtown they were 9 of 22 and Petro de Luanda were 8 of 27. So they shot at a very similar clip, which was not a good clip. So it wasn't the best. But when it came to the rebounds and just making sure that Petro de Luanda were not comfortable, they had FUS Rabat had 42 rebounds to Petro de Luanda's 34. And one thing that I saw in that game was the ability of the FUS Rabat team to be able to withhold and just have good interior defense and also perimeter defense, and making sure that the Petro de Luanda team were uncomfortable. That was the main reason as to why they were able to come out with the win and make sure to keep the stars of the Petro de Luanda team at bay and make sure that they are not comfortable in their motion, because majority of the time the star players of the opposing team, they have the ability to go off, because you saw what Carlos Moraes was able to do. He actually had a game high 19 points on 5 of 11 shooting, and he hit 3 back-to-back threes to be able to cut the lead. But during the game, there was this 10-point buffer that FUS Rabat had built all the way from the first quarter, and they carried it on to the second half. And in the fourth, that's when they just decided to pull away. I know there was a couple of last hitch efforts by Petro de Luanda. They tried to cut the lead and they tried to make sure to make this game close, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. And Lucani Goncalves was playing with one eye. Alo Diarra, he was just battling with some injuries that he had sustained through the bump and grind of the game. He actually was he was very athletic when the game started, but he at some point he just went out of the game, and he was not able to be that athletic guy, because when he went back to the game later in the fourth and he went for that dunk, he landed awkwardly, and it just felt like this guy, he needed to take care of his body. So, and also Lucani Goncalves, he got bruised in his eye, so he was only playing with one eye. So the thing is, if he's there, but especially with the production of Jonathan Jordan, who had 17 points on 6 of 12 shooting. So this guy was 50%. And the ability to just select their shots and be relentless, especially shooting from inside, and also perimeter defense, was the key reason as to why FUS Rabat came out with the win. And Coach Jose Neto, I'm pretty sure he's just going to take this game and try to improve, because as per recording of this video, the Petro de Luanda team have mollywopped the Cape Town Tigers 188, which I'm going to talk about in a later video. But the most weird thing about this game was the fact that Petro de Luanda didn't look like the Petro de Luanda that we're used to. And looking at the way they looked in this game, I'm pretty sure they are going to respond, especially when it comes to the Kalahari Conference, because they know they're going to meet FUS Rabat again, because they're going to play twice. So I am looking towards the next game that they're going to play. And also Lucani Goncalves, he didn't have a good game like that. He had 7 points. He had a quiet 7 points. John Pedro 8 points. Abubakar Gaku 9 points on 2 of 4 shooting, and he had 6 rebounds. Alo Diarra, this guy was just sensational and phenomenal. He had 15 points and 10 rebounds. So he finished the double-level for the FUS Rabat team. But the most concerning thing from both teams was their shooting from three. They were not able to hit their shots well. And looking at even their field goal shooting. Petro de Luanda shot abysmal, and I'm used to seeing Petro de Luanda shoot at least 45 to 48% and capitalize on them threes, but they didn't go earlier to them threes, and they tried to play the inside game, and the inside game that they were quite heavily defended in there, so they're not able to get their shots easily. So all in all, it was just an entertaining and weird game at that. But I am looking forward to seeing Petro de Luanda just try to make a trip again back against the finals, because they were this close to the finals and it didn't go through. But hopefully they can be able to like get back there just the same way they did in 2022. So if you guys like the video, make sure to leave your feedback down in the comments. That's what I got for you guys right now. I'll come up back with another video to talk about the next game against Cape Town Tigers versus Dynamo, which was another entertaining game to watch. So with that one, I'm out. Peace.